And now we come to episode 10. This is a recap of the highlights of the last 9 installments of the story of Sandy Point. This is a production of the Sandy Point Heritage Society, a self-help non-profit organization geared at researching, documenting, preserving, and sharing the story, history of Sandy Point. Thus far, we've covered the converging colonial geopolitical interest focused on Sandy Point, at Charles Fort, Brimstone Hill, Fort Hamilton, and at Pump Bay that proved crucial to the British colonial ambitions and the profits from the slave trade between Africa, Europe, the Americas, and the Caribbean, directly linked to Pump Bay in St. Kitts. We've established that Downing Street, Sandy Point, was the administrative capital of the British St. Christopher, that Fort Hamilton was located just off the bay at Downing Street. The first Catholic church was located at what we came to know as Seabreeze, which was adjacent to the hospital that preceded Poxon. We then covered the first 100 years of the Poxon Hospital, how the need for its building was at a time when the only other hospital was the Cunningham Hospital, 11 miles away in Basseterre. We spoke of Mr. George Poxon, the then owner of Bourke's estate, being moved to donate the land for the building of the hospital after hearing the groans of a pregnant lady who was about to give birth in a sugarcane field. We talked about the terms attached to its continued operations, how natural disasters affected alterations, the changes and improvement over the ensuing years. We also covered that Poxon is no longer a hospital, but a medical center, and that Sandy Pointers are no longer being birthed or born in Sandy Point, but in Basseterre. We then presented 3 episodes of interviews done with the centenarian former educator, teacher Miss Angeline Rivan, also known as Teacher Ann, recorded when she was 99 years old. Teacher Ann was able to take us back to her formative years growing up in Sandy Point, her travels for training after first becoming a student teacher at age 15, her many contributions in her teaching profession, and her church activity. We are honored to have been able to share in her observance of her 100th birthday celebration and the luncheon that followed shortly after, where we were royally entertained by her. From Ms. Mills, we got a more in-depth, comprehensive, and historic overview of the education system, from the missionaries introducing education to St. Kitts, to when the government took over the running of the schools, how and when comprehensive education was introduced as a policy, the role of a husband in introducing that policy, and some of the programs that was instrumental in producing the outstanding educators that Sandy Point became famous for. We are grateful for all who would have made their contributions and given their support on so many levels. As for the 2 Sandy Point Calypsonians who contacted me with promises to add to the story of Sandy Point, I am referring to Richie Bunting and the Mighty Bird. Gentlemen, the clock is ticking. To anyone and everyone with information that would enhance and add to this project, we say welcome. We look forward to sharing more of the story of Sandy Point in upcoming episodes. This is a production of the Sandy Point Heritage Society. You can find us on King Socrates Presents on YouTube and the story of Sandy Point on Facebook. See you in upcoming episodes.